It's Madden NFL 24, and coming up is Jordan Brooks.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens had a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this one too low.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up going incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. first down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Up the middle they go. Hurd. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Nugent. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now a handoff up the middle. Hurd. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
But you look at this defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Nugent. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down. Nugent. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Off the play fake. Nugent. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Up the middle they go. Hurd. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nugent. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cleveland to return from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. Caught by Nelson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we... officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the... It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Nugent, that is caught. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Hurd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Nugent. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Oh, look at the juke. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And now here come the Ravens.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
And they can't bring him down.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Bobby Scott, he just got the Birkin, Jimmy. Just inked him up.
And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Crisp. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now Richardson.
He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On 1st down, Nugent. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Nugent. That one into the hands of Flowers. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Nugent. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw again. That escapes the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Nugent. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Justin Fields, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far, as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Brock Purdy, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far, as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant.
There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on second down, Nugent. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Micah Parsons getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Back to throw. Nugent. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers. He's only 4 yards there on the play. And 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured. Some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And they'll run again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A 23-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Off play action, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Going quickly out to the right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burnett. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They can't tackle it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Hurd. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Looking to throw. Nugent. Out Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They go play action here on first down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Nugent.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
They've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I gotta tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And the Ravens taking the field.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Throw left side complete to Burnett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Hauling it in, Nelson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Richardson.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Oh, some strong running. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Throwing on first down. Nugent.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. This defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Davis now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Davis.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, good. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And now out comes Houston.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nugent.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.